All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in for this week's TTM auto haul. Don't have a cool name for it. Wish I did. I don't know anything. What I see. I usually like to have one of these videos up before noon or earlier, but I had a little bit of an emergency this morning. I think everything's gonna be fine. Just much later than I usually like to post them. And you can usually tell by the week I've had by how many bandages I have on my fingers. And we have a 3 bandage week. Been working on my mower unsuccessfully. Probably have to change out the carburetor or clean it this week. Yay. Okay, we have 25 returns this week, but what I want to do is to tell you to like, subscribe, comment down below if some of the guys that I list are guys that you might want to target, or just a favorite return of the week. I do have my 1-year-old Shih Tzu named Goober in the room. If you hear some random noise, that's him. I usually don't like to have him in the room when I'm doing this, but here we go. 25 returns successful and 2 unsuccessful. Alan Trammell's assistant GM, I think for the Tigers. I think that's where I sent it to. He does sign a few things here and there, and then he kind of just gets tired of it or something, and then he sends them back unsigned. So then Ron Oster, I believe that's his house address I sent to. He sent back cards to people unsigned, and some people got price lists. I did not, but someone on Sports Card Forum said that it's like, hey, I can get Hall of Famers for more than this guy, so I assume it's more than $10, since you can get Sandberg and Dawson for that, and a few other guys. So it's FYI, wouldn't send to Oster at all. Trammell, if you want to try, I've seen a few people that's added a donation and he signs them. I don't know what the donation is, $5-10, I'm guessing. So it's FYI for that. Let's get going. All right, 1 of 1, 43 days out of New Orleans, Louisiana. We got Archie Manning, father of Peyton and Eli Manning, grandfather of Arch Manning. Very cool to get this back. He signs 1, and I wanted to get this card I bought off eBay because it kind of has the Eli Manning just blank stare. And look at that helmet. That is wild. People used to play in those things. So, yeah, very cool. I like this a lot. As a Colts fan, anything Manning, I'm all about. 2 of 2, 41 days. And this is out of Bloomington, Indiana. We got Mike Woodson, the head coach of the Indiana Hoosiers. We have a skybox and a hoops when he played for the Rockets. If you want to send to Mr. Woodson, he's a very good signer. I would probably do it pretty soon because he is in the hot seat at Indiana and lost some recruits. He's going to be blamed for it. He's probably not going to have a very good year, unfortunately. I'm not an IU fan, but kind of want him to do well. But yeah, I would send him out right now if you want Mr. Woodson. We got 3 of 2, 10 days out of Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Let's see. Usually the quick returns are my vintage guys. And I've got about half of these returns are vintage, I would classify as. He signed the index card. We got a 1960 and a 1961 tops. Mr. Hoball is 90 years old. Played from 61 to 63 for the Senators. He pitched no-hitter in what would be maybe like A-ball in the Midwest League right now. It had some long name like C Division I. I don't really understand that. But yeah, and then he pitched in the minors until 1969. So this is like a double rookie here. You might see that again this week. I have another batch of older players. I think the oldest one's 90. I think the youngest one I'm planning to send out is maybe 84. A lot of 60s. I think I've got a couple 1950s cards, if I remember right, too. So you'll be seeing a lot of vintage coming up. I think next week's going to be a pretty big week, considering all these vintage guys get back to me within like at most 10 days, most of them. There are some that are out that take their time, which is fine. 1 of 2 out of Newport Beach, California. Bobby Valentine, I sent him a 1978 Topps and an 87 Topps, and he kept the 87 Topps, unfortunately, but I'm happy to get anything back. So 1978 Topps. So I've actually got a couple of these. So I didn't know he was a first round pick for the Dodgers in 68. Huh. Yeah. So very happy, Mr. Valentine. I loved him on television as well. Big character. 3 of 2, 7 days out of Westlake, Ohio. We have Ken McBride, and he signed the index card as well. We have a 1961 Topps and a 1962. He played from 59 to 65. He's currently 88 years old, so schmudge there. And he played for the White Sox and Angels, 3-time All-Star. He was a minor league pitching coach for many years, and then he moved to Cleveland to start a construction company. So very happy Mr. McBride got that back so fast. We have Monteverde, Florida, 3 of 3, 8 days. Kyle Farnsworth, as a Cubs fan, very cool to get this back, but this one's on me, unfortunately. I prepped this card because I felt that it was going to be the most to smear. Looks great, did not smear, but these Topps cards, I did not prep. I did not think they're going to smear, but yeah, they did. I may try to clean them off and resubmit them, maybe add another card to it. A little bit of a bum, but he's so bummed out, but he, fast signer, so very cool. I really, really like this. I'm surprised he signs them. Very, very fiery guy. Gotten some scraps when he played. 2 of 1, 8 days out of San Luis Obispo, California. Chuck Estrada, and he signed the index card as well. So very cool. Nice, cool to get a Gold Cup card signed. He's 86 years old. Played from 60 to 67. Orioles, Cubs, Mets. 2-time All-Star, but back whenever they had like 2 All-Stars in the same year. So it was 1960. He was the wins leader that year. And he was one of many young O's pitchers in the 60s that was just had arms troubles and ruined, I don't know, they cut their career short. I actually got a couple of them during my vintage run here. I can't think of them offhand, but I know Jerry Walker, one of my synth that passed away recently, he fell in this category as well. And he was a pitching coach from 73 to 83 at various teams. So very happy to get that back. We have 3 of 2, 12 days out of Delray Beach, Florida. We have, let's see here. 2 index. This is my little note that I sent him. He sent the back of that and the back of the other index card. I guess I should put a 4 of 2, but we have Danny Murphy. This set of cards kind of funny. They use the same picture in 61 and 62. This is one of many at this point that I've had since I started doing this, that they just use the same, Top just use the same card, or same picture. Let me find out here. He's 81, played from 60 to 62. Then he went to the minors, and he played 69 to 70 when he came back up. I played for the Cubs and White Sox. He was an outfielder during this time, but he went to the minors because he was kind of a light hitter. And he became a pitcher, and he came back and pitched a couple more seasons. I believe it was for the White Sox. So, very rare outfielder turned pitcher. We have 4 of 4, 107 days, Dothan, Alabama. I sent this to the wrong address, actually, and I'm surprised you got it. I kind of wrote it off. Mackie Sasser. It's like the same town. Maybe it's his parents' house or, something along the lines. But he lives in Dothan, somewhere else. So 88 Topps traded, 90 Fleer, 88 Fleer, and 88 score when he was with the Pirates. So very happy to get that back. He was one of those guys that had the Steve Blass syndrome. He couldn't throw the ball. Runners just ran on him. I don't know. It was just a mental thing that he even had trouble trying to throw to the pitcher. Watch some video on YouTube. It's fascinating, actually. He double pump, triple pump. Unfortunately, it just, mental block or something. So 2 of 2, 40 days, San Diego, California. We have Ted Kubiak. This, look at that wispy hair right here. And 68 and 72. Mr. Kubiak, he's 82 years old, played from 67 to 76 for the A's, Brewers, Cardinals, Rangers, and Padres. 3-time World Series champions from 72 to 74 when he was with the A's. And he was been a minor league manager off and on since 89. I'm not sure if he still is. Couldn't really find that information, but very happy to get that back. I don't know why I put it back in the card saver. I do that a lot. 3 of 3, 18 days, Charlottesville, Virginia. This is a football return. We have Chris Slade. I got 1995 Fleer Metal. This I bought this set because I really liked the way it looks signed. Got Rick Meyer and Eric Kramer and Willie McGinnis. So I bought a set, 200 card set. I think only like 35 sign for free and easy signer. So I don't recommend getting that set. But I do think the ones that do sign look good signed. And I think I paid like $10 for it. That's why I did it. So it was like a hand collated set. We have a 95 Fleer and a 95 Upper Deck. So I think he's a coach for University of Virginia football team of some sort. I don't think he's the head coach. I think he's like a linebacker or defensive coach. 3 of 3, 22 days out of Belchertown, Massachusetts. Billy Joe Robideau, is that how you pronounce it? We got 86 tops traded, 87 tops, and 88 score. So I picked this up off of eBay for, I don't know, I had some seller that was like, buy 5, get 1 or 2 free, and I just threw it in there, but it looks good sign, so I'm happy about that. 3 of 3, 21 days out of Plantation, Florida. Troy Drayton, this is another one of those. I think I may have sent, 7 or 8 out at some point 3 weeks ago because they're all sent off at the same time. He does not sign rookie cards, so FYI, if you want Troy Drayton's auto, do not send him. I guess it's the 93, anything 1993. So 95 metal, Proline Live, and 95 Upper Deck. He was a good tight end. I think I had him in fantasy at some point when I played back then. Back when you used to do it by hand and you had a commissioner that would all tabulate everything. 2 of 2, 21 days out of Bedford, Virginia. He wrote a new mailing address on top there. So I updated on Sports Card Forum so everyone would have it. Bob Humphreys. He is. We have a 68 and a 69. He's 88. Played from 62 to 70 for the Tigers, Cardinals, Cubs, Senators, and Brewers. He was a member of the World Series team in 64 with the Cardinals. He was a player development director for a few different pro teams, and he was a manager at Virginia Tech and had pretty good success there. We got 2 of 2, 8 days. A little thank you he wrote on here. Tucson, Arizona. We got Don Lee. This young man is 90 years old. Played 57 to 66 for the Tigers, Senators, Twins, Angels, Astros, Cubs. And this is a 1950, is it 57? 57. It's got a little, whatever. I don't care about that. It looks cool in the front. 1957 and 1961. His dad, Thornton Lee, pitched. And as far as I can tell, Ted Williams is the only man to hit a home run off of a father and son in his career. So it must have been really early on in Ted Williams' career he hit one off him, and then later in his career he hit off Don. I couldn't find anyone else do it. That's super rare for a pitcher to, pitch that long or whatever, and or a hitter to have that long of a career and face the father and son, let alone hit a homer off of him. So very happy about that. Cool. That's my oldest TTM card signed, 57. We have 4 of 2, 7 days out of Walpole, Massachusetts. Anything less than 10 days is usually a man that's probably in their 90s. Joe Morgan, not that Joe Morgan. Unfortunately, that Joe Morgan has passed away. This is Joe Morgan, Red Sox manager, 88 to 91. We got 2 autographed index cards. We have a 90 Topps and a 1960 Topps. Mr. Morgan is 93 years old. Played from 59 to 64 for the Milwaukee Braves, Kansas City A's, Phillies, Indians, and Cardinals. He was a manager for the Red Sox from 88 to 91. Red Sox Hall of Famer. Minor league manager for the Pawtucket Red Sox for many years. And on the Red Sox, when he was a manager, he was a career 301 and 262 record. And the whole time he was there, he did not have a single losing season. But high expectations kind of killed his career as a Red Sox manager. But he is beloved there. 5 of 5, 55 days out of Hutchinson, Kansas. Sorry about that. Bob Brower. We have an 88 Topps, 89 Fleer. Boom. Got that right finally. 87 Topps traded, 89 Topps, and 88 Fleer. He is an executive for the Scott Boras organization. Whenever Scott Boras left wherever he was to start his own, he called up a bunch of players that were at the end of their careers, kind of struggling to catch on a team and whatever, and called Bob Brower. He was one of the first employees of Scott Boras, and it looks like he's been there ever since. So very successful. Scott Boras is the most successful baseball agent there is. He has all the big top players, gets a huge percentage of all those contracts. So I'm sure Mr. Brower's made much more money as a member of that, as an agent executive than he ever did playing. 5 of 5, 68 days out of Wayne, Ohio. Chris Hoyles. Forgot I got about this one. We got was this 91 O-Pee-Chee? 92 O-Pee-Chee. 91 Upper Deck. This is not one from the set. I knew I already had that sent out a long time ago. We have a 91 Score. These studio cards are so dumb, but I sent one. It looks cool sign though. And is this 93 Upper Deck? Yeah, 93 Upper Deck. Very cool. Actually, me and my brother both got a return from him the same day. So he must have just got caught up on all of his TTMs and just sent them out. 3 of 2, 8 days out of Gilbert, Arizona. We have Bob Oldis. We have a nice inscribed index card, 60 World Champs, Pittsburgh Pirates. And we have a 61 and a 1960. Mr. Oldis is, let's see here, 96 years young. Played from 53 to 55 and then 60 to 63 for the Senators, Pirates, and Phillies. It's a catcher and 19 World Series champ. So very cool to get that back. I say very cool a lot, but I truly believe it's cool for a lot of these guys. 1 of 1, 9 days. Scott, Louisiana. Mr. Guidry. Ron Guidry. Long time, very successful reliever for the Yankees. He signs 1 for free. Very happy to get this back. He's a little streaky when it comes to returns, but right now he's signing. So send away. Sportscardforum.com is where I got his address. Love it. Free. Did not send a donation for that. 2 of 2, 8 days. Chicago Ridge, Illinois. We have a 1987 Topps and 87 Donruss. Yes, this is the one I did a set breakdown of. Already got it back. Tim Pisnarski. He did not have very many at bats at all. I think it was like less than 50 as a pro, but really like that card. Wanted another card to pad the envelope a little bit, so very happy to get that back. 2 of 2, 15 days. We have a few more. That's it. Daytona Beach, Florida. Lenny Harris. We have a 91 Upper Deck, like I said before. Actually, did it? I may have sent that in from that set, actually. Maybe, I don't know, but we have a 90 Upper Deck as well. He's mostly a 1 or 2 signer. If you maybe send 2 and he'll sign them both, but if you send more than 2, he'll tend to sign 1 and return the rest unsigned. So just FYI with that. Very good pinch hitter in his career. 2 of 2, 20 days out of Tribuca Canyon, California. Dick Nin. We have a 68 and a 69. Dick Nen's 84 years old. Played from 63 to 70 for the Dodgers, Senators, and Cubs. He is the father of Rob Nen, a longtime reliever in the majors. And he was a member of the 63 World Series winning Dodgers. Just had a cup of coffee, so I don't think he got a ring back then. And he played until 1972 and retired in the minors. We've got two more here. This is my first paid return. 3 of 3, 44 days out of Agora Hills, California. $2 each. That seemed like a major deal for this guy. Danny Tartable, 87 tops traded, 87 tops Gold Cup, and 86 tops traded. Beautiful signatures inscribed with his jersey number. $2 each. I mean, come on. All day, every day. This is a very good deal. And last one, 404, 87 days out of Sati Nakuchi. Oh boy. 87 days. We got Roger Erickson. Mr. Erickson, 79, 81 tops, 83 tops, and a 1982 Fleer. I usually don't do a little blurb about these guys, but about this playing in this late 70s, early 80s. But he's 67, played from 78 to 83 for the Twins and Yankees, and he played in the minors till 1987. So that's it for this week's haul. Goober's been very good. FYI, I started this video 3 different times. So I don't have any other plans this week to put out a video. I don't expect to get a set to do a set breakdown. If I see something local that's real cheap or whatever and I want to do it, maybe do it, I might have a video later this week. But if not, I'll see you next Sunday. Thank you.